Good evening and welcome to St. Joseph Curriculum Night 2020. We thank you for joining us. Now, of course, since we're recording these messages, it may not be evening when you're watching it, but we welcome you just the same. We are glad you took the time to come and learn about your child's school and begin to be a deeper part of our St. Joseph community. Now, this is obviously not the way we normally like to do our curriculum nights. Normally, we would be sitting in the gym right now, talking with our friends, visiting classrooms, and enjoying some refreshments here in a little bit and some fellowship. Sadly, this won't be the only part of St. Joseph's school year in 2020 that looks a little bit different. However, I'm here to talk to you tonight, and what I want to share with you tonight is to say that even though some things are going to be a little different this year, I still think there are plenty of things that can make this school year truly exceptional, truly fantastic for you, for our students, and a chance for us to continue to grow as a wonderful school and as a wonderful community. So thank you for your time to come and learn about our school. A few years ago, we began to develop something that we have started calling the St. Joseph Way. The idea of that is that at St. Joseph, it is our goal each and every day to form your children in many ways, but to help them to grow spiritually, academically, physically, emotionally, and in a supportive community. This is what we try to do each and every day. It is our goal to do all of these things. And if any of these things are missing, then we're not serving your students the way that our mission calls us to. This may be something that you've seen if you've spent any time on our website, or if you've been a parent here at St. Joseph for a few years, you've probably seen us and heard us talk about these virtues. These are the things that we strive to do. These are these aspects of this St. Joseph Way. And like everything, there are some aspects of these virtues, some aspects of these characteristics of our school that we are going to have to miss out on this year, and that's going to be a sad time for all of us. However, I think there are also plenty of ways that we're going to get to excel in these areas and try some things or do some things that we haven't done before. And in the end, I think we're going to wind up being an even stronger school than we were before. So we're going to take a look at these a little bit here today. And we always start with spiritual growth. As a Catholic school, we know that our mission comes from God to serve Him and serve Him through our students. And hopefully they will learn to serve Him in their lives as they grow older. Of course, we're going to miss out on some things. There are many things that we do at Mass in particular. Normally, our students are at Mass twice a week together. And now we're going to Mass once every other week. And so we're missing out on that part of our community. Our students are not going to have the same participation abilities as servers at Mass or reading at Mass or some of those things that come with that. However, I think there are some things in our students' spiritual life that we get to add, that we get to grow and excel in. And a couple of those things that we've seen already. Our morning prayer we continue to do every day. And doing this by YouTube Live is something that lets us spread it to others as well. I know that we have had parents joining us from home. And we get to broaden our community. People that wouldn't otherwise get to join us for that can now join us every day if they wish. We also have additional time for religious instruction. Those times when students can't be at Mass when they normally would be, we're using that to add to our religion curriculum and teach the students other things that we sometimes hadn't been able to fit in, to expand that and continue to grow closer to Christ here at our school. We, of course, continue to push forward with academic growth and find ways to grow there. So yes, again, some things are not going to look the same. Specialist classes are happening in students' homerooms instead of in the specialist classrooms this year. Some students are at home and are watching online. They're not next to their peers in their classroom. And we hope that doesn't last all year, but for now, that's one of the challenges that we face. However, again, there are great things that I think we have to grow in and opportunities that we have to get stronger. Our teachers are learning new tools and new strategies each and every day, things that didn't exist. Our teachers did not do Zoom meetings 6 months ago, and now it's something that is happening every day here. They're using countless online tools and different resources to reach different audiences and reach the students in a different way. And I have no doubt that when we are through this pandemic, our teachers will be even stronger teachers than they were when this started. We've also added additional technology, things in order to meet the needs of kind of rotating classrooms and traveling classrooms. We've added more Chromebooks. We've increased different things with our internet speeds and things like that to get us ready for the Zoom lessons and the remote students and all of the extra things that come with us. We've been lucky enough to get some grants to help us to pay for these things. And when this is over, when school can return to its normal flow, we have this technology that we wouldn't have had otherwise. And of course, we are awaiting an additional exciting addition to highlight our academic growth. And it is still our hope that we're going to be named a Blue Ribbon School again for 2020. We announced last year that we had been officially nominated by CAPE, which is the Council for American Private Education, as a nominee for the Blue Ribbon Award. We won this award in 2014. We were the first private school in Northwest Arkansas to ever win this award. And now we hope to become the first private school in the state to ever win the award twice. So that's what we're waiting for. That announcement should be coming soon if it's going to happen. And we're very excited that that is on the horizon for our school this year. Our students continue to grow physically. So there will be some field trips that we're not going to be able to take this year. There will be maybe some sports that we don't get to have, but although they've all been continuing so far, we won't be able to cram into the stands and cheer on our Panther basketball team in quite the same way this year. However, we are finding every opportunity we can to get extra time outdoors for our students, get extra fresh air, to get extra sunshine, to get extra movement through the day. And of course, most sports teams do continue, and there are some of our big field trips, such as our 8th grade Washington, D.C. trip that is still being planned, that is still ready to move forward. Emotional growth takes an even greater place in our school this year as we are all learning to deal with something new. We are missing out on seeing each other's faces and missing out on having some of our peers here with us, some of that physical closeness that's gone. But it is an opportunity for us to re-emphasize how important this is. We've brought in 60 new families to the school this year, which helps our whole St. Joseph family to grow, and more families and more perspectives that we get to share. We have an extra emphasis on student mental health. That's something that's very clear for all schools right now, that Ms. Crumpleman, as our school counselor, is really using her abilities and her skills to be aware of and to help us to grow. Our teachers have already done extra PD this year, professional development for child mental health, as we all go through something new. And that dedication of our teachers to those kinds of trainings, to trying new things in the classroom, has never shown their dedication in a more obvious way. And then finally, our growth in community. None of these things that we do happen without each other. It takes parents and teachers and administration and students and the parish and everybody to have the school that we want to have. So yes, we're watching a video right now instead of being with our friends in the gym and in the cafeteria. Our students are not able to interact across grade levels. Our 6th graders aren't able to sit with the kindergartners at Mass. Our 8th graders aren't able to go read stories to the pre-K kids right now. But those things will come. But we do get to add some new things. As I said, we have 60 new families with 92 new students. That is a great new perspective and a great growth of our community. We, of course, gain strength through completing a challenge together. Anytime you go through something challenging with somebody else, you draw closer to them. And I know that that's going to happen here at St. Joseph. And all of these things that we are missing, all of these things we don't get to do, are a reminder for us to not take them for granted, are a reminder for us of how wonderful all of those things are and all of those things that we get to do each and every day with our students. And so it's not a perfect example right now of what our school year looks like. We know we're missing out on some things. You new families, we know that you're not getting to see the full picture of how wonderful life is at St. Joseph. I encourage you, if you want to see that as best you can, I encourage you to get on YouTube or on our website and watch these 3 videos here that continue to describe that St. Joseph way. But we are going to do everything we can this year to make sure that you get to experience that full experience of St. Joseph and all the wonderful things that we do. While we can't do some things, that does not mean that anything changes in our dedication to our mission and what we know is important and what we strive to do each and every day. So thank you for joining us for these Curriculum Night videos for this year, and we look forward to an excellent St. Joseph school year. As always, it is a great time to be a Panther.